is a picture of all the earthquakes that we have had since the beginning of February 1st, 2013, until now, today, February 7th. Look at all those earthquakes. And of course, the major one that's totally off the grid, just about, off the map, is the one that hit over by the Santa Cruz Islands. I guess that was the epicenter, the 8.0, and all the other earthquakes before and following that earthquake situation. Alrighty, I thought you might want to see what's going on. Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is February 7th, 2013, and here are your updates for today. I'm attaching a picture of the earthquakes that we have had since the beginning of this month, so I'll put that on at the end of the report for a change. And moving on, we'll go into the watchers watching the world. Chasing ice captures largest glacier calving ever, C-A-L-V-I-N-G, ever filmed. NASA is sending the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft to sample NEO asteroid, near Earth object asteroid, 1999 RQ-36. Also, heads up cancer breakthrough. Grape seed extract kills colorectal cancer cells. So, there you go. Grape seed extract kills colorectal cancer cells. That's good to know. Alrighty then. Moving on. So that's a good one. Heads up, write that down somewhere. Remember that one. Also, the Extinction Protocol had nothing new on today. Let's move on to the E&E news, energy news. Also, a note on that with the grapeseed. Had a few viewers contact me. It might sound silly, but alright, I guess a couple of viewers said that they've been having constipation problems, and it was like a couple of them, including ones truly, and the common factor, listen to me, it might sound silly, but the common factor was that 3 or 4 people, including myself, have eaten peanut butter. So you could say we rectified all of that, but just to let you know, if you're having some kind of problem with that, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. But heads up with the peanut butter. What's going on with the peanut butter now? So heads up. Alrighty then. Eat it with caution. Also, what else we got here? I noticed a lot on the internet also. There was one thing on Coast to Coast about black-eyed kids like they don't have any whites to their eyes. There's no white part. It's all black, and they're asking if they can come inside to your car, hotel, or it's your personal space, your house. From the research I did so far, don't let them in. So they're about the age, anywhere between the age of between 8 and 15, come in pairs usually, dress kind of strange, and I believe there's going to be some kind of movie also coming out. But this has been going on since the early 90s, and maybe even before that. They don't know if those are quote unquote, this was from Coast to Coast, if they were hybrids, if they are some kind of demonic thing, vampires. But these are kids, and they'll ask if they can come in your house. They'll speak kind of strangely. I myself, after looking at, researching a little bit, maybe these are like cyborgs. Also, some people think that they're greys, some kind of aliens, or a new species of humans. They don't know, but they will ask you if they can come in your house. They'll talk a little strange, like if they were from another planet or something, and say, like, oh, food, oh, it's time to eat, let me in your house. Or they'll say weird stuff, and they'll be dressed a little bit retro or something, just not right the way they dress. They might, yeah, and Stephen Max is saying in the background about this. So, anything strange wants to come into your house, just deny access. And after the people, maybe looked away for a second, they were just gone. They vanished. So, heads up on that. You can research it yourself. And I think there's actually a horror movie or something coming out. So, wasn't that kid in The Grudge? Didn't he have just black eyes? Didn't have any, it was all black. I think the X-Files had something like that going on also, if I remember correctly. So, maybe these are cyborgs and robots, or maybe alien life, a new species of human, whatever it is. They don't need to get into your personal space. Also, the people were saying that they had all of a sudden a feeling of panic. They were scared, high anxiety, all kinds of weird stuff. So, don't freak, just don't let them in the house, and they'll probably just disappear. They don't know, maybe they're interdimensional. They don't know what this is, but I think there's a big movie coming out about it, so they're bringing up this crypto thing more and more. So that's the crypto news for you. I used to love doing the crypto news. Also, let's see. Let's go into the Fukushima news for today. February 7th. E&E News. Asahi. Secret cable shows highest-ranking U.S. military officer deeply concerned about Fukushima Unit 4 after 3/11. Fuel pool might be empty and needed water from above. Mayor. We would end up dying, polluted to radiation all over if we returned to Fukushima. Video. Japan experts reveal serious obstruction at Fukushima. Investigation blocked into whether Reactor 1 was damaged by earthquake, not tsunami. Also today, Kaku on CBS. This is a game changer. We may have to rewrite all the textbooks. Concern about monster quake hitting nuclear plant. Alright, that must be, there you go. Let's check US-Canada. Maybe I'll also play what Kevin Blanch said, just the first, that little section again, about all of this. I found it very interesting, or just check out yesterday's news. It opens with that. You might, if you want to research that in the law that says that they can't store, the NRC's not supposed to allow them to store the spent fuel rods on site. Someone check into that and state the law on my under my comments, please, so people will know where to look and which law it is, I guess. Because it is like storing the firecrackers on top of the stove. I guess it was supposed to go to Yucca Mountain. They changed their minds on that, but then they never did anything about it for 40 years. Alrighty then. U.S. Canada. Report. Former manager at Target stored to oversee U.S. nuclear security. We sold more of our $1.99 towels than we expected. I don't know what that means, but that's weird. Also today, paper, Bayou Corn sinkhole meeting gets heated. Official has resident escorted out by sheriff. Alrighty then. Moving on. Here's breaking news from Paul Begley's channel. I'm going to play it. Let's hope you can get this.
I want to thank Tony Bello for getting this to me, but 2 Russian fighter jets have breached Japanese airspace today. I repeat, 2 Russian fighter jets have breached Japanese airspace as these 2 Russian fighter jets violated the airspace of Japan on this February.
Well, it's going to cut out on this February 7th, 2013. And they had to scramble jets out of Tokyo. And I don't know what the latest update is on that. Also, let's see here. Here's another one. See, it's not going to let me do both. I can't really record off it here and then also record him. It's not like my other computer. Sometimes the older ones are better. China and Japan on the brink of military conflict. Alrighty then. So, I guess there are warships in there or something going to in Asia, headed towards from China to Japan. And I don't know if it's vice versa. I guess something's going on. Heads up with China and Japan. Alrighty then. Anything else I need to talk about that I saw? No. So, this is the eve of Friday. We're almost there. Hang on there. Also off of Alex Jones's channel, yesterday's InfoWars nightly news, they're saying, heads up in Florida, there are going to be checkpoints now, not just for sobriety, not just for DUIs or DIUs is how they said it. They'll have checkpoints to see if all your lights are working on your cars. They're going to have checkpoints to see if your brakes are good. And they'll have checkpoints to make sure your tires are not worn out. Alrighty then. Heads up. That was reported yesterday on the Alex Jones's InfoWars Nightly News. So, I'm thinking this might affect everyone. If this goes on across the country. Alrighty then. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you again tomorrow on the flip side.
Written law, California law, United States federal law. NRC to enforce. By law, have to have somewhere to put the spent fuel rods. They promised us they would have the cement fuel rods taken care of by 1976, then by 1982, then by 1985, then 1991. It's 2013, you still store them on site.